Season 1 of Mad Men is pretty weird. Well, it's not weird. It's like season 1 of Mad Men is misleading. Because when you first watch it, you're like, oh, what, is this supposed to be an apprehension drama? Like, ooh, who is Don Draper? Ooh, who is Dick Whitman? Like, I don't care. Admittedly, I was only 22 when I finished the first season, but after I watched it, I was like, I don't get the hype. And also, I don't really remember much that I liked, apart from that scene where they find the guy's script and then he makes them act it out. That was pretty good. But the good thing about Mad Men is when you watch it the second time, it's amazing. And also the first time, when you get to like the last episode of season 3, you're like, oh, that was huge. And when you get to like season 4, you're like, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm watching this show. Which is a testament to, waiting for things that are initially, not that good at the start to actually grow on you. And then you're like, oh my god. But I mean, there's so much TV around today that you're spoiled for choice. You don't ever have to tolerate anything for more than 5 seconds, right? Now, the second episode of Mad Men is a bit like the pilot. You shouldn't judge a show by its pilot. A pilot has a lot of hard work to do compared to a regular episode. It's got a lot of heavy lifting due to its function as the introduction, right? The A story for the pilot was, oh, Don's got to work out how to pitch this thing. Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, he figured it out. And the second episode, the A story is identical. Oh, he doesn't know how to pitch this thing. Oh, he figured it out. Now, remember, this is like 2007, 6, 8, something like that. Other TV shows at the time were like House. Oh, he's got to save the patient. Oh, he doesn't know how. Oh, he figured it out. Episode of the day, back to normal the next episode, for the whole 23 episode season, exactly the same. So you're watching Mad Men and you're like, oh, it's going to be like this now when you see episode 2. Spoiler, it's not at all. But nevertheless, episode 2 has that A storyline. And it gets to this scene. Don is trying to work out how he can make this product appeal to women so that they buy it for their man.
What do women want? Any excuse to get closer.
Thank God. There's that ego people pay to see.
When I first saw this scene, I was like, okay, right, that's why Roger Sterling and Bert Cooper and the company pay for Don. Because that ego, the ego that he could be so confident as to say something like that, That's what they pay him for. He gets the job done, right? That makes sense. The ego is Don's ego, and they are Bert Cooper and Roger Sterling, the owners of the company, and they pay Don for him to do that work where he uses his ego. Right. Then, upon re-watching, I realized, whoa, that's a pretty arrogant thing. That, hey, this woman will want me because I smell good, right? She wants to be closer to me. She's just waiting. She's just waiting for an excuse. Of course she does. Quite a egocentric thing. Oh my God. It's the customer's ego. The customer, the man, and the woman want to feel wanted. The customer, the woman desires her wants to be respected. A man can and should be everything she wants. She wants a man who can and should accommodate to her desires. And they both want to feel that they have any right to be part of the other one's life, to have the other dependent on them in any way, involved, to possess them or be a possession of, and that this is normal and should be expected and something they are entitled to. Especially if they buy the right products to help get that. Yeah, we're building and encouraging aspects of culture and society here, eh? Alright, that's some egocentric stuff there. He doesn't want the ego death. He wants the embrace of the ego, and that's the ego he wants to see. They are the people, and the ego they want to see is their own, edified, and validated. They want to be told that they are right to think narcissistically of themselves, and they will pay money for the product which supports that. There's that ego people pay to see. Pay the market to validate their own significance. Oh my God. That line means two things at once. Yeah. So let's take a break for a second and talk about depth and sophistication in writing, or just sophistication in writing. Look, if you like Mad Men, I like Mad Men. It was one of my favorite shows. It is probably one of the best written shows I've seen. And it's one of my favorite shows for that and many other reasons. Now this is Family Guy. Take a look at Family Guy.
One man's cry for help.
What are you talking about? I wanted her freaking money. What the hell's wrong with him?
Now, believe it or not, I'm not actually saying that Mad Men is better than Family Guy, that Mad Men is good and Family Guy is bad. If you found that funny, which I did, you got some endorphins, you got some happiness, and it's fine, that's valid. And if you got happiness from Mad Men, that's fine, right? It's just the difference is a line of dialogue from Mad Men can say two things at once. It can say many things at once. It can convey information for the audience. It can provide release for the audience, build suspense. It could also add something to character. It could be metaphorical. It could be allegorical. It could be setting something up for a later episode that you don't even know is coming yet. It could be creating conflict. It could be funny upon a second time watching it. It could add to longevity, meaning that the next time you see it, you're going to get something you didn't get before. And it can do all of these simultaneously, while Family Guy can go like this. So again, it's not that either of these are good or bad, and it's not that one is better than the other. If you got more enjoyment out of Family Guy, that's great. It's just that Mad Men is deeper. It is more sophisticated. It's richer. There are more layers to it. That's all. That's when we talk about quality writing. It's masturbatory. We're whacking off over it, right? Oh my god, it says 20 things at once. I'm sorry, that was very crude. Alright. Here's another thing I didn't see. Listen to this.
But politics aside, these last 8 years have been good to us because they've been good to Procter & Gamble and the United Fruit Company, etc.
So whether Dick Nixon likes it or not,
We will give our people what they want. Agreed?
I said cut it out!
Yeah, that's something about episode 2 I want to put on. Episode 2 is actually very good.
Does he come in non-drowsy?